This meeting is being recorded.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we are interviewing Logan Smith. How are you?
Not bad, mate. How are you?
A bit sore from yesterday.
Sore for training.
Last night, yesterday, my body's just all been sore and my neck, and I have to take medicine yesterday, so I might have to take some time off and then might come back.
Right, okay.
If that's okay with you.
That's fine with me, mate.
So I'm going to ask you some questions. This is like your second interview with me.
Yeah.
So, let's get started. Where's my notes now? Right, here you go. Right. First question is, what year did you start training to become a wrestler?
I started training in 2014, so I started training at the age of 13. So 2014 was the year I started, August 2014. Yeah.
Did you enjoy it when you first started?
Do you know, when I first started, it was sort of nerve-wracking because it's something new, you'll know, because you've started training yourself now. It's nerve-wracking because you've watched it for so long and now it's something you want to go and try and do. So when you do first start, it does scare you. But as soon as you sort of settle into what you're doing, yeah, it works out for you. So yeah, brilliant. I've been in, that means 8 years now, 8 years this year. So yeah.
Yeah. And I heard you're in you're versing the 3 people for your number 30 spot in Swergo.
Yeah.
Echo,
yeah.
Your pal Jimmy, and Levi.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Aye, three people. I you know what, I'm confident going into it. I'm in there with 2 guys that I know very well. I know Aaron Echo very well. Obviously, we've got a bit of history after Fiona Logan last year. And I know Jimmy very well. Me and Jimmy are best pals outside of wrestling and inside of wrestling. We're very good friends. Levi I've not got to share the ring with yet. But he's somebody that I've watched for a long time, and I look forward to actually being able to share a ring with 3 guys that I consider to be very, very good and on the way up to being there. But it's that number 30 spot we all want, so
yeah, that's what everybody wants, you know. That's but usually number 27 is a good number as well.
Yeah.
Stone Cold Steve Austin won it, and also other superstars. But other people could get different kind of numbers. Shinsuke Nakamura in 2018, he won at number 14. Bianca Belair won at number 3, and you know. How did your debut match went?
How did it go? Sorry.
How did your first debut match go?
It went well. It was what you would expect from a younger guy trying to sort of break out, and it was very. Looking back on it now, it's a very simple match compared to what I do nowadays. It's very different compared to when I first started. When I first started, I debuted as a bad guy, so that was my first match.
What kind was it? A singles? Was it a tag?
No, it was a tag match. So you've just mentioned about Jimmy Pierce there and the 4-way, but my debut match was a tag match, and it was me and Jimmy Pierce as a tag team versus 2 boys that we basically we grew up with in wrestling. So Ray Barani being one of them, who again is still currently training and is doing a great job at just like expanding himself into this new different person than he was years ago. So he's developed in such a good way as well. And Darren Weiss as well, who's a really good friend of mine as well, but unfortunately he's not wrestling right now. But 2 guys that I consider to be very good friends as well. So to be able to share my debut match with 3 of my good friends, one being my best friend since childhood, it was the best match I could ask for at the time.
Yeah, I think I watched that recently. I was watching a PPW show, and then I seen you and Jimmy, and I went, look how young Logan was. Jimmy and Darren and Craig. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
look at Craig now. It's been still there, still going. Who are you and Jimmy? But
Yeah.
hopefully we can see Darren again back up at
Yeah,
Red.
maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Same as, of course, Danny, because we've not seen Danny for a while.
Aye.
What did you do when you were pandemic without training? So
during that, I sort of I took the time to like I took that time to learn a bit more about wrestling. So rather than me constantly sort of just watching back my own footage and picking up what I could have done better, what was a better idea at that time, I decided to watch a bit more wrestling and be like, right, what else could I start to do when this pandemic finishes? So a lot of it was spent doing like research on wrestling basically and finding new ways to do moves, do different sort of things, work out the best way to present myself. Other than that, I was doing like I done a few things. I done your live Q&A on Instagram, and I done another couple of podcasts over about. So
you've did the SWN as well. I've seen that.
I done an SWN
Billy.
podcast. I done that with Billy.
I've
I
watched
done
that
one
as well.
I done another one with Kurt Johansson. He done one as well. I enjoyed that. And I done one with Robbo over at We Talk podcast. So
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
They followed me on Instagram and Twitter, and like
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah, it's good fun.
so
I
I
enjoyed
might
doing
be
the wee
on
podcast. I
that
enjoyed the
podcast.
live
Well,
Q&A
you
I
never
done
know.
with you. What's that?
I might be on one of their podcasts. They never know.
Aye, maybe.
Right. Would you fight me in a match or like a tag team?
I think we'd be a good tag team, Axel. I think we'd be a good tag team.
Tag team.
You think so? You agree there, aye?
I would go for a tag team first.
What's that?
I would go for a tag team first to see how we get on.
That's exactly. We'll start off as a tag team, and then maybe one day, if you annoy me enough, I'll start battering you instead.
Or else I'll batter you.
All right. This tag team's not going to work like this.
But it's fine. It's
not
okay. We'll work fine. We're best pals. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Favorite. Now this could be anything. Like your favorite Royal Rumble match. Does it? Needs to.
That is a good one.
Does it really matter?
Favorite Rumble. 2008. I think it was.
When Cena came back.
Madison Square Garden.
Aye.
There was a lot of really good moments in that match, and it's if I want to watch a Rumble from a while ago, I'll watch that one. I think the best moment that obviously that was the year John Cena came back from his injury. He came back number 30, and it was quite possibly one of the biggest reactions I'd heard in wrestling at that point. So there's loads of moments in it though. You get sort of like you get that moment with Piper and Snooker as well, which is quite like nostalgic, but at the same time it's like.
Plus they weren't they weren't in for long, you know, but at least they had that.
No, they weren't, but it's
moment.
nice to see guys like that still getting the respect that they earned when they were competing constantly. But 2008, the Royal Rumble, that was my favourite one.
2008 because they were doing top the 10. You know the WWE channel, they do the top 10.
Yeah.
They were doing the top 25 Royal Rumble moments, and that was one of them. Cena returned to win it, and then there was a lot of Cena, Taker and Goldberg, 2017 and 1997, way back.
1997. That's a good Royal Rumble. I wasn't born at that point, but I watched it.
Yeah. Will you ever win a championship in any company?
I don't know. Just need to wait and see, man. We'll need to wait and see. Now that sort of restrictions on shows are getting lifted and stuff, that we can start to sort of branch out to new companies. Maybe I'll get my chance somewhere. You never know. The only thing that I've got going now that involves a title, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll win the Square Go if I'm number 30. I might
If you
win
win
that.
that match, and if you're number 30, you could win it.
There you go, exactly. I've got a tournament coming up that's for a title. That tournament starts this year. I'm not sure the exact date. I've not actually got the date yet. But a tournament for Pro Tour Wrestling that starts for the Joker's Wild tournament. So that's going to be for a title as well. So you never know. It could
we're in the
turn
tournament
around.
last year for Pro Wrestling Scotland.
Yeah.
And of course, you were
Yeah, I just had that there. I didn't win that, unfortunately, but.
Yep. But
Going back to that was the same thing I was talking about earlier. I started that tournament with Ray Barani. That was the first match, and he beat me. And it just goes to show how well he's came on, and having that match was such a fun experience, being able to do that with one of my friends. But again, yeah, like I'll keep talking about Ray because he's just came on so much since we came back from lockdown and the pandemic. He's just changed so much as a wrestler. And he's starting to find who he is in wrestling, and it's worked out really well for him right now.
Is anyone that you don't get along in wrestling, like you both hate each other? Or are you just all friends?
Nah. If it comes to a match, if I'm in the ring with somebody that I know I don't like and I know that they don't like me, the most recent ones, it's obviously been Aaron Echo. We've had our issues for Fear and Loathing last year. But
and before Fear and Loathing, he's been kind of interrupting you and
yeah, he was doing his thing, which I get. He's made his big comeback, and don't get me wrong, Aaron Echo's excellent. He's always been a guy I've wanted to wrestle for ages. But yeah, I trained with Aaron Echo when I was younger as well. He was in the training school as well. But so yeah, nah, I get along with everybody. I would get along with everybody fine.
Now, see if you win this fatal four-way and you're just about to win it, Aaron Echo stops you. That's going to be like the biggest upset in your career.
Aye.
You know?
He's already bet me once, you know what I mean? He bet me at the Barrowlands last year. So maybe the things with Aaron are done now, but we'll see in this four-way.
This is an interesting question that I asked you. When will we see Logan and Angel in a mixed tag team match?
I don't know. I can't give you an answer to that.
Have you seen that before? I don't think we have we?
No, it's never happened.
There you go. It's an interesting thing to say.
Aye, it could be interesting. We were in a six-man tag team match when we were a lot younger. We were in a six-man tag team match and we were in the same team, but we've never done a mixed tag match. So yeah, it would be fun. It would be fun to do.
There was a match between, I think it was Danny and Angel versus Fighto and Sharp in the what?
Yeah.
And
that was it, Rock and Wrestle.
Just doing his character, you know what I mean? Yeah. I watched one of his promos what he put up yesterday on the comments.
Yeah.
And the way he. So yeah. Of course, who's your best friend in wrestling? It's got to be, you know who. Jimmy.
It's got to be Maxo then, isn't it? It's got to be Maxo. So I've got quite a few people that I consider to be very good friends. I've got Maxo, of course, Jimmy Pierce. I've known Jimmy for 15 years now, roughly. We've been best pals for 15 years, and I think she would hit me if I didn't say Angel, so I'll say Angel as well. So yeah.
Stupid. Favorite TV show?
Oh, I don't watch a lot of TV shows at the minute. It's not really a TV show. It's like a limited series. At the minute, I'm watching Loki on Disney Plus.
Right.
It's a Marvel series, so I'm watching that right now. I'm enjoying that. But if I was to say a favorite TV show that I would watch consistently, it's probably like Friends or How I Met Your Mother. It's kind of like generic ones.
Or
But I don't watch a lot of TV shows. I'm much prefer movies, so I'm not really a TV show type of person.
This is Anthony's question.
Yeah.
Do you ever get nervous in like a big massive crowd, like see concerts full and mobbed?
Yeah. I get nervous with every crowd. I get nervous with every crowd. It doesn't need to be a huge crowd. It could be 50 people. It could be 500 people. Either way, I'm getting nervous. Like even during when we were taping closed doors for ICW, that's nerve wracking as well. Every time you're going out to perform, you'll be nervous, and if you're not nervous, it's I don't know. It's something if everybody I've ever asked gets nervous before they wrestle. It's a scary thing. Yeah, exactly.
I got nervous a bit yesterday because I struggled yesterday.
You got on quite well. You got on well yesterday. You got through everything well.
See, the back thing makes me a wee bit not sure.
Yeah.
And then the face thing, I'm okay doing it in the other wee mat, the softer mat.
Yeah, the crash mats. Yeah.
I'm okay with that, but for the harder ones, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
But at least I tried my best.
It's something you do get used to. You will get used to it after time. But when you first start, it's a bit of a shock to the system because your body's not used to sort of like throwing itself down the ground. But yeah, you do get used to
it. Weird question, but favourite milkshake?
A favourite milkshake? Oh.
Everybody that bar, there's like a load of different milkshakes you can get.
Yeah. I'm going to sound so boring here. Like people are going to attack me whenever they see this. I just like a strawberry milkshake from McDonald's. I don't like these ones full of sweets and stuff.
Nah.
They get quite sickening. So a strawberry milkshake out of McDonald's is like my go-to milkshake.
Yeah, strawberry milkshakes are quite nice. I really like strawberry milkshake. Yeah. I like the Nesquik ones. You can just put the powder in and the milk, and that's you're done.
Yeah, it makes it so.
Who has the best theme in ICW?
Who has the best theme?
I was going to say WWE event. No, it's going to be obviously ICW.
Do you know whose theme that I really liked and now he's changed it, which is upsetting? I really liked Kes Evans' tune.
I seen he changed it.
Yeah, I really like Kes's song. I really like KOE's song. KOE have a really good song.
Aye.
I'd go with it. BT Guns got a good song.
I saw one of the KOEs. I can't remember who it was. It's not the younger one. It's the Kai Williamson. Is it?
All right, yeah.
Like I went, I'm sure that's him, and I went. He keeps looking at me saying, "Oh, he's wearing a nice t-shirt." Jump in. I went, he must be. I mean, I see Sam Barber sometimes as well.
Right,
aye. Best match you had so far?
The best match I've had. The best match I've had. I'm not too sure about my best match because I don't like rate my own matches. I've got a favourite match. My favourite match is actually one of my most recent matches, and it was the triple threat with me, LJ Cleary, and Martin Kirby.
That was a good match. I really enjoyed that.
I had a lot of fun in that match. There was a lot of fun to be had, not just
Mark
in the
Kirby
ring. But,
stole it from you. Just stole it.
oh yeah. You weren't expecting Kirby though.
Nobody expecting him to come back.
To be in a ring with two guys, like Kirby and LJ Cleary, two guys who are absolutely top of the game right now. Two guys that are absolutely acing everything they're doing. Kirby's obviously just came back. He sort of retired a few years ago, but he's made his comeback now and he's absolutely storming the British scene. And LJ's incredible to work. The two guys that I want to wrestle individually as well now, because there was a couple of times I could have stole that one, but I just couldn't.
Are you looking forward for the Royal Rumble next week?
Yeah, it'll be fun.
It'll be interesting. Now, you said Big E's going to win the men's, you said?
Yeah, that's
There is rumours of him winning it, but I'm not too sure because there's still a lot of spaces left.
Yeah.
And
You never know. The Rumble's one of the most unpredictable things in wrestling right now.
so that's a surprise, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. And I've got one of my pals coming over to stay. We're watching it, and like
it'll be good fun.
I've had that before. I've got my two pals come over and watch WrestleMania before, but because I'm going to WrestleMania this year, I'm going to be looking forward to it.
It'll feel quite cool because the night of the Royal Rumble, I'm actually in a Rumble of myself. I'm in the Warzone Rumble, the War Games Rumble for Combat League Wrestling in Thursday. So I'm actually going to be in a Rumble, then go home to watch the Rumble. So that'll feel quite cool.
Yeah. Do you know what number you're going to be, or just?
Oh no.
See, that's
I don't know.
You never know what number.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's your favourite singer?
My favourite singer?
Or like a band or whatever. Doesn't
Who's my favourite singer? Right now, it's really hard because I listen to so much different types of music. My favourite singer right now. My favourite singer right now, I'd probably make it somebody like KSI. I really like his new album.
You went to go see him?
I did go see him, yeah. So right now I would say somebody like KSI. His latest album's really good. I enjoyed it. It got released last year. And it's one of the albums that I'll constantly just put on when I'm in the car. So yeah, I'll just say KSI.
Favourite dessert?
These are good question, man. What's my favourite dessert? I like hot chocolate fudge brownies.
Right.
Wee hot chocolate fudge brownie with some vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Favourite pizza?
Oh, yeah. I sound so boring with these questions. I like just cheese. Like the pizza I like is just cheese. Some days if we're getting like a Domino's, I'll get like the meatier ones. It's got like the sausage meatballs and stuff and that on it.
That's what I had last night.
That's a good pizza. That's a good Domino's pizza.
I like that one. If I go for Domino's, I keep that one. I don't have it. I think that one's just too good. It's so nice.
Aye.
If it's me,
that's a good pizza.
Margarita as well. I kind of like that. I like pepperoni. It's quite good as well.
Aye. Yeah. It changes, but most of the time I will just get a cheese pizza.
Favourite place to eat? Or restaurant or whatever.
Place to eat. Recently we started going to me and Angel. We go to this place that we quite like. It was actually shown to us by Molly Spartan, who is Wolfgang's wife. So it was shown to us by Molly Spartan. It's a place called Absurd Bird. It's in the town. It's really nice. Like we enjoy going there. But if we're wanting something sort of quicker and a bit more local, we'll go to like Nando's or something.
I've never been to Nando's. Never.
You know, I never used to like Nando's. I never used to. And then I get shown. I used to get there's like a butterfly burger, so I used to get a butterfly burger out in Anders, and I didn't really enjoy it. So I get shown about the chicken wraps, and the chicken wraps are brilliant in it. I really like the wraps. So yeah, it's one of the two places, the Absurd Bird or Nando's.
Yeah. Favourite movie? Now this could be any. I really want to go see the new Scream. That looks quite good. The new Scream's quite good.
My favourite movie would be I'll need to give you three because I really can't pick between them right now.
Right, that's fine.
And they are all Marvel movies because that's my favourite type of movie. So you've got either Spider-Man 2,
Right, okay.
or you've got Spider-Man No Way Home, which was released
No seen that
last year. That's good. That's a really good movie. In fact, I'm going to give you 4 because this is like one that doesn't get enough
credit. The new one just came out, the Spider-Man.
Yeah, No Way Home. That's the one that came out in December. I'm going to give you 4 because there's one here that doesn't get enough credit, and it's Into the Spider-Verse. It's like a animated Spider-Man movie.
Right.
It's really good. Or Avengers Endgame. So
that was good.
They'd be
good.
my top 4 movies.
So you're a big Marvel fan then?
Yeah.
Good. Well, I know I've seen you doing this before, right? Are you scared in front of the camera when you do your promo?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. I've started getting a lot more used to it now. When I first started, I hated being in front of a camera. I hated speaking. I hated speaking in front of people and stuff. So yeah, in a way, it does scare me, but it's something that I've started getting used to a lot more.
Aye.
And I've started finding like the right way to go about things now.
Yeah. Favorite sport except wrestling?
Wow, that's unfair. Favorite sport except wrestling.
Do you like football?
It would probably be football because it's the only other sport that I'll sort of pay attention to. I don't really pay attention to any other sort of sport. So yeah, I would say football. And if I was to play another sport, it would be football.
I would choose the same. If I wasn't interested in wrestling, it would be football.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big football fan, am I? I'm just a wrestling fan.
Nah, I'm the same.
You know. Best holiday you've ever been to?
Best holiday?
Aye.
I went to Belfast a couple of years ago with Angel, just before the pandemic hit. So I went to Belfast a couple of years ago with Angel. It was lovely. Belfast is a beautiful place. I'd recommend it to absolutely anybody that asked me. I went to Cuba quite a few years ago with my family. Cuba again, absolutely gorgeous place. The beaches are amazing. Yeah, those are probably my top 2 holidays.
Yep.
Cuba and
have you ever been to a WWE pay-per-view before?
No.
Never.
I've been to the live shows. I've never been to a pay-per-view. Nah.
No, same here. Favourite ice cream?
You're going to a pay-per-view, aren't you?
Aye, I'm looking forward to it.
You're going to the big one?
I would love to go to the Rumble because Rumble's my favourite, but you know what? I'm happy that I'm going to WrestleMania.
Aye.
And I want to meet superstars that I've never met before. Like I was supposed to meet Roman Reigns a few years ago and didn't show up.
You were telling me you really want to meet John Cena, weren't you?
No, I didn't.
No, you did.
We never know, he could be there, he might not be there, you never know.
He might be in the Rumble. You never know.
There's rumours saying he's going to be in the Rumble. Him, The Rock, Goldberg.
Yeah.
Goldberg could be. Favourite ice cream?
Favourite ice cream? It's one of the Ben & Jerry's ones, but I can't remember the name yet. The caramel chew one, something like that. The caramel one, the Ben & Jerry's caramel one. That's my favourite one.
Favorite WWE superstar?
Right now, it might actually be Roman Reigns because I just enjoy watching all what he's doing. I enjoy everything that he's doing. Oh, in fact, I tell a lie, it's Edge. It's Edge.
Edge.
Edge is my favourite. Edge has always been my favourite wrestler. So yeah, without a doubt, I would say Edge.
He came back
But
last year.
Roman Reigns is
2 years ago
excellent.
for the
2
Rumble.
years ago,
2 years
Roman
ago.
Reigns is doing
Nobody
excellent
expect.
as
Nobody
Roman
no.
Reigns is doing excellent as the face of that company right now. He's absolutely killing it as the tribal chief. Thing that he's doing is brilliant.
Are you like? See when there's no fans in ICW and you just got to still film it. Are you okay with that, or are you happy without fans, or not with fans?
No.
Fans.
A lot of us we wrestle because it's entertainment for you guys. It's like entertainment for fans. That's what really pushes us through matches and stuff, is the fact that we've got you guys in there supporting us, being in kind of sort of doing the closed door tapings. We still know that you guys were at home watching, but it's not the same. Nah. If you ask me any day of the week, I'd say I'd rather have fans there, even if there was only 10 there. I would still prefer having 10 fans to no fans.
Yeah, I've been to every single ICW show since it came back from pandemic.
Yeah.
And now we were supposed to be going the one in the Januaries, and that got closed doors. So it was back in the 6th of September, no, 6th of February. And you're in it. And
wait a while. 6th of September.
6th of February. You've got another big opportunity.
Yeah.
And then you've got the Square Go if you win that match. But if you don't win it, you will be in the Square Go one day. You will.
Aye.
You will be in it because you're in the Rumble same night as the Rumble. I've never heard of a War Games Rumble.
So it is very quite unique, and I didn't fully understand it at first.
Is it like the War Games?
Yeah, it is very similar. So at Combat League, we're divided into teams. So we're all separated into different teams. There's 12 of us, so it's 4 teams of 3. So similar to the War Games match in NXT, you start with 2 guys, and then every minute and a half, another team will allow a member to join the Rumble match.
Right.
So it's very similar to War Games, but the only thing is obviously you're not allowed to win War Games until everybody's entered the match.
Mm-hmm.
But I can eliminate somebody in the War Games Rumble before somebody else has joined the match.
Do you know who you're teaming up with, or you just?
Yeah. So my team up there is myself, RJ Cash, and Lucas Craig, who are 2 boys. They come up they are from Fuzzo. They're from sort of like the Caithness area. That's where they train. So it's 2 guys I don't get to work with a lot. So it'll be fun to see like how we work together, because we don't work together a lot. But when I go up there, I've got a tag match first and then into the Rumble. So I've got 2 matches on the same night. So it's going to be me and RJ Cash versus Brody Adler and Lucha DS.
Lucha.
Right.
You need to be careful if you're doing these flippy things, because anyone could eliminate him. That's what I don't like. If it's a high flyer, they're up the top rope, you could eliminate Lucha.
Well,
What happened there? Sorry about this, guys. You just cut off there. Maybe that's his time up. He's got 4. Yep, he disconnected. So sorry about that, guys. That was Logan Smith. Q&A. So, guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Guys, make sure you subscribe. Get me up to 300 subscribers. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you comment who do you want me to do next. And yeah, it's me, right? So Maxwell is